to be those. I mean, I still believe too, but, you know.
Down carry, down support.
Well, it wasn't for my mom, and my dad too, it wasn't for my mom. I don't know what I would have done. I was really lucky, you know, so we'll see. She's going back into the office in January, just 2 days a week. But that's okay, she can even walk to the office now, because she's in town, her office. It's not down, used to be down by, World Trade Center.
Yes. And John's still working on it, you can't make it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
I hope so too. How's he feeling though? Everything's been good with him?
Yes, nothing good, yeah. Okay, very close. And now anything that's gonna be wrong, we know about.
Right. I'm trying to think what was happening.
So listen.
Easy.
What's that? There's 14? Yes. Obviously, you're on time.
Wow. This money bread. Celebrate for that.
Beth, how are you? I'm good. I got the plaque.
Oh, you did?
It'll be Thursday.
Well, thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
wonderful.
He was really wonderful. He's really, you know, I didn't think I didn't think they'd do it, but they did.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to go with something. You know?
I think it's important. I mean, I think it's a very nice thing, unless someone tells me that I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, great.
I just, you know what? They turn off and then nobody knows what, you know, they not, you know, I don't need any hiccups.
I know. Did you get my response email to your Thank you. It's silly, it's not a big deal. You're so sweet, it's so funny. You can chat, you're like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna do this.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, my son. Fine, you're so funny. See you, kind of, Ready? Actually, good. Everything is good.
Agenda's over there?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Beth. You know what? I've been putting them in their folders now. Beth, would you do me a favor? Would you throw one the atomic date on your way back? Oh, wait, Beth, hold on. I brought them. Just in case somebody didn't have them.
Yeah. Love the top. That's a great combo. Love it.
Hey, Dad, thanks. I've been trying to go a little out of my element, but, you know, I fall short. I try.
I mean, I've never met her.
How long did David felt? Just retired this year.
What was he doing? I had no idea.
Joanne, where's Woody?
Really has a,
50, whatever.
did he have a job or was he interim?
They need to know what-
And if somebody thinks you can want somewhere else, I'll go. You got it? You need my help?
I might need help in a second. Just in case I can't get on.
All right. You know what?
Throwing things around?
I didn't mean to. You broke, I didn't mean to do this. It fell off.
Oh.
But I'm bringing your sign.
I thought it was yours.
Okay, whatever you want.
And if you have to.
There you go.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mine here.
Do what you got. I like that. Just
I have
do
that
what
in
you gotta do.
We're 6 feet apart. Do we have to wear these or we're inside? We have to
Yeah,
wear-
because the new mandates are unless you're
Monday?
talking. What?
It's in your folder here.
Yeah, just, yeah, I'd rather you give it to me.
Oh, you know what? I didn't bring my folder either.
I brought extra in case anybody forgot.
We're set.
Well, Joanne.
And if you notice. Okay.
Steve, you have your agenda?
I didn't print it. It was in the.
I put it in the folder for
Oh,
you
okay.
guys.
I usually print it too, but.
Good. Excellent.
I'm meeting with him next week.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All
I
right.
have Mary's with me.
Is Mary on?
Yeah, Mary's here.
I keep
Mary's
everyone.
here
Mary's here in
in spirit?
in spirit.
All right. It's 7:02, so I'm going to call the meeting to order. And if we could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
United States of America.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to keep my comments brief tonight in light of the holiday season. I'm sure everyone has 1,000 things to do tonight and rush home to do. So I just want to briefly just thank my fellow board members, administration, Dr. Stiniak, our principals, and also our staff, of course, and the PTA over the getting ready for the holidays, holiday boutique, the fundraisers and everything. And just wish everyone a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, and I hope everyone enjoys the break. We all need a break, and I hope everyone's healthy and your families are healthy and you enjoy the break with the kids. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Stiniak for her comments. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to our December Board of Education meeting. Again, on behalf of Central Administration, faculty, staff, and our Board of Education, we wish everyone a healthy and safe holiday season with your children, with your family, with your loved ones. So what's new in North Merrick? A lot. So we have our theater arts program, our signature program, going off this year. It may look a little different, but we are moving along nicely with that. And we're looking forward to a big production in the spring. We have our concerts next week, building-based, but our children will get that big stage experience again at Brookside School. Monday night is Fayette, Tuesday night Old Mill, and Wednesday night Camp Avenue. Every child is allowed to bring 3 guests, and that's a big deal here in Nassau County. Most districts are only allowing 2. Mr. Carter and I went through that auditorium and seat by seat, and we will have 2 seats between each family pod and a row between, and people will sit in every other row. Looking forward to seeing the decorations on the instruments and our students listening to their talents. We also, I didn't get a chance last month to talk about our Trunk or Treat event. A big shout out to our faculty and all our units, because for this first time, we had all of our unions participate, which was very exciting. But I really wanted to point out the donation to the Belmore Merrick Central High School District cupboard. Big round of applause for all those donations that were collected before entering the field to be able to trunk or treat. So I feel that that event gets bigger and better each year. So a big shout out to everyone who participated, and the children looked adorable. What we are doing now is opening one gate at each school for our playground usage. We're trying to monitor the activity. We've had some vandalism, so each school does have one gate that is unlocked for parents and grandparents to take their grandchildren and their children, and older siblings to take their younger siblings. We want to see our families on our playgrounds. We just want to make sure it's safe. And so work with us. I know that there was a problem at Old Mill Road. Thank you, Ms. Keene, for bringing it to my attention. The gate was locked unintentionally. So as soon as we find out, we take care of it. But it is our intention to always have the playgrounds open for our families to use. We are moving forward into the holiday season. We just have to get to next Thursday. We're maintaining our protocols, and we're working very hard, and the students are very excited for the holiday season. Thank you all for your support, and we can't believe that the year is almost over, and next time we see all of you, it'll be 2022. Health and happiness to all.
Thank you, Dr. Siniak. I can have a motion to approve 3A through 3C. Motion by
Second.
Tracy Miller, second by Ed, I think, no, I'm sorry,
It
Steve,
was
sorry,
Steve. It
Steve.
was Steve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mary, I heard you. All right, motion unanimously passes, all right. We're going to move on to public comment. The guidelines, I'll read them quickly. Any person wishing to make comments or raise questions shall fill out a comment card. After you're called, please come forward to the microphone, state your full name. All comments or questions shall be directed to the board president or superintendent of schools. The board or administration will do their best to immediately respond to any questions. Out of courtesy and fairness to the rest of the audience, each person will limit his or her remarks to no more than 3 minutes, not to exceed a 30-minute session. Public discussion with respect to confidential matters is prohibited. So I don't know if we have any cards or commenters tonight. Come on, this is a first. Is this my Christmas present? I don't know. Just kidding. You come on up, come on. You can. You might be the one and only. I don't know. All right. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, how are you? Good evening. My name is Ashish Kapadia. I get 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
You get as long as you want.
2 minutes sounds fine. I moved to Merrick I moved to North Merrick in 2006. That school year, Fayette's student body was only 18% students of color. In 2019, which is the last year of publicly available data on NYSED's website, the student body here at Fayette was made up of 39% students of color. So it had more than doubled in the time that I've lived in this district. I bring that up to make the point that North America is becoming more and more diverse. In 2019, that came out to just under 100 students of color. According to the school's website that I checked today, I looked at the staff directory, and it appears that only about 15% of Fayette staff are people of color. This district has gone to great lengths to talk about inclusion. When it does so, it often refers to inclusion with respect to special education. I would like to challenge the district and ask the district to think about inclusion in terms of children of color, as clearly that percentage is growing over time. The reason I bring that up is because it's my opinion, and people are welcome to disagree, that children of color are more likely to be successful when they see teachers of color. In this particular school, I have had 3 children here, one of whom has graduated, 2 of whom are currently students here for now. In that time, none of my 3 kids have had any teacher of color as their classroom teacher. When I look at the staff directory, there are less than 5, in my opinion, or from my understanding, there are less than 5 teachers of any type that are teachers of color in this school. And yet 39% of the student body, according to the most recently publicly available data, are students of color. I recognize I'm talking to a group of people that may not be people of color and may not have had the experience of understanding that perspective. And I try to bring that to this brief conversation. It's my hope that Fayette and maybe the entire district will start to work towards having its student body more carefully reflect, its staff more carefully reflect its student body. And that is my ask today. I bring it up now because we're getting closer to the winter and high-performing districts start searching for their next set of teaching hires in the winter so that they don't have to wait till June to do so. Quite frankly, I bet most superintendents would say waiting till June's a really bad idea. So I bring it up now in the hopes that, as the only public commenter, that message will last at least for a little while. And say from the perspective of one parent of color with 3 children of color here, that it matters. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just gonna, I think that's, oh, we got one more? Okay. Well, I'd like to just respond to that. I'm going to ask Dr. Siniak to respond just because we do have some initiatives. We are going to
Yes.
take that under consideration as a board and we'll discuss that again, but
Yes.
you could just respond briefly.
Yes, good evening. I would like to share information about our culturally responsive task force. And when we talk about inclusiveness and inclusion, I would like to express how it does not just speak about our special education students. It talks about being culturally responsive based on race, color, ethnic background, and activities to support that through our morning meetings and our closing circles so that all students have a voice in the classroom. I would love to share more about that task force with you if you want to leave your phone number, or you can contact my office, because the work that's being done is exceptional. And I think that it may add more to the conversation that I would like to have with you, because I believe that information is empowering, and I think that together we could make a big difference. And I think there may be information you have, and there might be information I have that we may not know what each other knows, and I think that I would really welcome that.
Rosemary? Hello.
Hi, since you were so light on public comments, I just wanted to extend my appreciation for everything that you guys are all doing in these really challenging times when people are so divided and arguing over so many different things. And whether you're on the Board of Education, tirelessly giving your time, or a staff member that's had to put up with it, as a resident in the community, I appreciate everything you do. And I just want to thank you and wish you all very happy, healthy holidays and a good year ahead.
Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you. Okay. Last call for public comment. Going once, going twice. Anyone? All right. Okay. We're going to move on back to our business. If I could have a motion to approve 5A through 5H. Motion by Tracy
Second.
Miller, second by Stephen Nella. All in favor? Aye. Thank you, Mary. Motion passes. Thank you. And if a motion to accept our PAR report 6A. Motion by Kathy Moran, second by Tracy Miller. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I didn't hear you, Mary. There we go. Motion carries. And a motion to approve our special ed 7A through 7D tonight. Motion by Tracy
Second.
Miller, seconded
Second.
by Stephen Ella. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There we go. Motion carries.
Thank you.
We're going to defer our building and grounds report to the next meeting. I'm going to ask for a high school report It's gonna be Ed tonight.
Yep.
Thank you. I like your tie.
Yeah, thank you. I like your suit. Okay, so our high school meeting last Wednesday, we celebrated Sophia Laspina, an athlete from Mepham High School who was the first female football player in Long Island history to score a touchdown. We also celebrated the Calhoun boys cross-country team. They were the county champions and also went up to represent Section 8 at the state meet at Binghamton this year. We also had a New York State Art Teacher of the Year, Lisa Federico. And we had a presentation about the senior experience at Belmore Merrick. And later on in the meeting, we also appointed David Seinfeld as a interim assistant superintendent starting in January. That's all I have.
Great, thank you. Our School Community Relations PTA Council report.
Sure. So we're happy to see that the PTAs are getting back to a lot of their pre-pandemic activities. And it's great to see that so many things are happening, getting back to some of the normal traditions and things that, made elementary school so special for all our kids. Quickly, briefly, we had Fayette had their holiday boutique on December 4th, a bagel breakfast, and have an ongoing, they had Chipotle fundraiser on December 3rd. And they will have one for a Panera Bread on the 15th. And of course, they have their Amazon Smiles ongoing. Camp Avenue, TP Ted came in November 24th, and great success. Jumbo Productions did something for 5th and 6th graders. They ended their Reflections project and submitted 4 entries to the state. They're also collecting their group pictures for the yearbook. At Old Mill, their holiday boutique was a great success. They also had a fundraiser. Let's see here. Unfortunately, had a snag with the fundraiser, unexpectedly resigned in the middle of the fundraising. But Mr. Carter was a wonderful support in assisting them with their cookie dough orders. And then SEPTA is also having a Panera Bread fundraiser. I guess that was yesterday. They have a read aloud and cookie decorating on 12/18. Just want to mention all of the upcoming PTA meetings. The next one's Fayette is January 3rd. Next, Camp Avenue is January 12th. And Old Mill is January 19th. I don't have the date for SEPTA, but maybe before the meeting's over, we'll find that out and we'll announce that too. But thanks. That's it.
Thank you very much. Ms. Long, any communications to the board?
Yes. We received 3 communications. One was regarding when will parents be able to participate with indoor class events. The other was a comment about our November board meeting discussion about the gender neutral bathroom policy. And the last one was a mask update, wanting to know when a masking will be stopped. That was it. They were all responded to.
That was my next question. All right, you got me. All right. We're going to move on to unfinished business. I'm going to ask the board if we, 2 things came up at the last board meeting, and we put it over to discuss tonight. One is the American Rescue Plan Act funding, which we'll have Ms. McDade talk about in a minute. And the other one is the public comment cards. And I'm going to ask if we could defer the public comment card discussion till January, just because we are missing one of our board members tonight. And that rarely happens. So Robert's not here, and I think he should be a part of that discussion. And nothing, we already did public comment cards and, public comments tonight, so it's not going to affect it anyway. So I'd like to put that over, if that's okay with the board. Do I need a consensus with that,
Sure.
Neil?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, so we got it anyway. All right, so Joanne, if you can make a note, and we'll do that at the January meeting, and we'll put that on unfinished business number 1.
You
And we'll
got
make
it.
sure we talk about it then when everyone's present. And if Mr. McDade, if you could talk about the American Rescue Plan Act funding, I think there was just, if you could do a summary
Sure.
and where we are with that.
Thank you. Okay, so the American Rescue Plan, first of all, is actually on our website. If you go on our website under the financials, you'll see not only the budget for the financial plan, but also the plan itself, which outlines the entire American Rescue Plan. Now, what exactly is it? Well, it winds up being that the district has received $906,661 to be spread out over 3 years. How is it broken down? Well, there's a state portion of it and a federal portion of it. The state portion of it, we're receiving $700,000 of that. And how is that broken down? You'll see on the plan as well as the budget, it's spread out over 3 years. So 499,000 of it is going towards reading teachers in the district for additional AIS for that aspect of it. Now, also for another 3 years, there's another $100,000 that's going to be going towards AIS before school. And then another $100,000 spread out over 3 years is going to, or has been allocated towards summer enrichment. So this past year's summer program was paid out of part of the American Rescue Plan. That all totaled over 3 years winds up being about $700,000. We had to file all the papers with the state last month for it. Everything's in. We just now have to start spending the money, which we are in the process of doing. In addition to that, there's another $206,661 that was also being spent out over the next 3 years. And that's broken down a little bit differently. The 1,000 of it is being spent towards guidance counsel to help prepare students for college and career readiness. And then more of it is also going to AIS, which is going to help provide more academic support to the students during the school day. So other than that, then there's $115,000 of that money, which has been allocated to help the window balances at Camp Avenue School to help circulation in the school. So that's the entire $906,000 that we're going to receive from the American Rescue Plan. That'll be spread out over the next 3 years. Once again, the entire plan is online. The budget itself is also online. That spreads out how the money has been allocated. So if there's any questions, always feel free to reach out to my office.
Thank you. Do we have any new business for the board tonight? Mary, any new business? All right. Okay, with that, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to your family. We're going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Great.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a great night.
Thank you, everybody.
Guys.